there's this fire that kind of smolders that you can call on anytime you need it. Anytime there's a challenge in front of you, whether it be having the gall to think you can house hack in a very expensive part of town, um, whether it meant becoming a SWAT officer at a very, very young age, right? When did you earn that? How old were you?
I was 28 years old, and I'd only been a police officer for like 3 years. I was one of like the youngest people to ever make it on the SWAT team.
I want people to hear that, right? That one of the youngest members at 28 to make the SWAT team, 3 years in the police force to make that. I'm gonna guess that was done on purpose, right? You probably made the goal of earning that I don't know what you call it, promotion or opportunity years ahead of time. It wasn't just like you rolled out of bed and you're like, hey, I want to sign up for the SWAT team. They didn't just accept you, right?
Nope. Oh no, there's a very, very difficult and long, arduous selection process where you compete against many other people. It is tough, very tough to get on.
Well, no, let's talk about that because again, I think there's a I think most things in life, including real estate investing, we'll get back to that in a minute, are tough. And if you're a soft little piece of wet tissue paper, you're not going anywhere. You're going to blame everybody else instead of taking personal responsibility. And you set a goal and you got on the track. And again, you were competing with people older than you, more experienced than you. You didn't let that hold you back. You didn't just, puss out and, not do it. You kept going.
Another thing I like to do is I make the joke when I got on the team, the two people who got on the team with me at the same time, there was three of us that got picked up. One of them was an Army Ranger, and the other one served in Afghanistan multiple times and had been deployed for comp. So there was those two guys and then me. And so out of the three of us, I was the runt of the litter, and I had to work double, triple hard to try to make up for that knowledge gap and make up for that experience gap, because everything we did, every drill we ran, every scenario that we went into for training or even in live operations, by comparison, I just looked like hot trash and it sucked. But because I stuck to it and on my own time, I would go to the range and I would study tactics and I would try to learn more about how to move through a house and clear a house. And I would research things just like I did with real estate. I was able to make up for that gap and get to the point where I'm a successful operator, which is the only other part of my life where I ever use the phrase operator. They call the people who are the active SWAT officers, they're called SWAT operators. So I'm a operator as a landlord and an operator as a SWAT guy. And I apply that mentality to everything. What I've learned from being on the team, I have applied to real estate. SWAT stands for Special Weapons and Tactics. You need that in everything in life. There's problems you're going to encounter anywhere in life in any avenue you take, and you need to approach it with a mindset of what special weapons and tactics can I use to overcome this barrier that are outside of the box that will make me successful. Right now, it's creative financing and real estate. If it could be any personal goal you have, maybe you have a troubled child. I'm a single father with full custody of my son. His mom isn't in the picture. I haven't seen her in years. I have used a lot of special weapons occasionally and tactics to make sure that he doesn't turn out wrong.
Right. That's amazing.